over here on this side of the intake, removing the EGR tube. I'm going to have to unbolt it from both ends. So, let's see here. At the EGR valve and at the intake. So what I'm going to do here is this thermostat housing has to come off. So I'm going to have to take that off. We got an interesting situation here. I believe that and I am correct, this bolt here for the thermostat. Okay, not that one. That's a regular thermostat bolt. This one here, I think. 2 bolts for the thermostat. The bottom lower bolt is a longer bolt, and that actually goes in and helps hold the intake down, the upper intake to the lower intake. So now that I've removed that, I should be able to break that loose now. Be careful not to bend the EGR pipe. The thermostat should hold up. I'm replacing the thermostat. So. Okay. And I just like to leave the hose onto the gooseneck. It's that simple. Tuck that down there, let it drain the rest of the way into the drain pan. Thermostat out. Replacing the thermostat for sure. It's a good procedure to always replace thermostat if you're opening up the cooling system, anything you do to the engine. Replace the thermostat. Of course, thermostat goes on the list, so I don't forget. Now I can access this lower EGR pipe nut. And that is right there. Okay. Because of what it is, I'm going to have to get a bigger socket, ratchet on it. Still 13, just going 3/8 so I can bust it loose. Run that down in there with a little 3/8 breaker bar. Hopefully. Might end up needing some heat. There we go. Penetrant. It's always a good idea. I'm just kind of breaking the rust off of this bad boy, if you know what I mean. If you've ever dealt with a Michigan car, you know what I'm saying. It might not even be a Michigan car, it's just the EGR. Any exhaust components, the nuts, the bolts, they all corrode severely. I believe that's from the heat change, you know, hot, cold, and then being exposed to water, moisture.
Hold everything for less. The
EGR pipe intake
now at the Home Depot, and the
feed
shelves
pipe.
are full of smart storage solutions. Start with durable 27-gallon
tight down there,
storage
doesn't want
tubs
to come
for
off
just
the stud.
$9.48 each. They're made of heavy-duty resin to hold up to 400 pounds.
A little wiggle and tickle. Here we go.
Get a few extra.
EGR pipe
Money you'll save.
into the
Come get
pile.
organized at the Pack Store Save event going on now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Now through August 22nd, U.S. only.
like to pile stuff up on the bench in the order that I'm taking it off, so that I put it on in the same order, so that you don't put something on and then have to remove it because you didn't realize something else needed to go on first.
Or chocolate from Belgium, crafted for taste. Clearly, Talenti.
Okay. Now I should be able to get to my upper intake bolts and get this upper intake out of here. We've got some 8mm on there, and we've got some 10mm on there. I'm gonna go get these 8s real quick. Looking around to see if I got any hidden ones that I missed. And sure enough, I did. There's one hidden way back there. I might have to hand wrench out. So, nope, I can get to it. Some of them are different sizes. This one in the front's longer. You just have to remember that. It's pretty easy to remember, seeing as how you need a long bolt for that one. You can see how the power tools make that way easier than... Oop, getting a little fast. I'm going to lose my bolts. Okay. Those all go in that magnet tray because they're on that side. It doesn't necessarily matter. It just makes it easier. There's 4 more bolts on that side. Okay, I see some other bolts here, and I do believe those hold that down also. We'll check. It's not like I heard it, you know. Okay, and they do. Like I said, I do not have the directions for this. I'm going on memory. Been a while, but directions are key. They are the best thing you can use. I know some people are like, I don't need those directions. Well, I do. And I will end up looking up the torque specs and everything on this thing.